So, Michael, all you have to do is take this pill and we will gather evidence from there. Is this pill gonna do anything to me? We haven't really gotten that far in testing yet, but you should be fine. Okay. So, looking back at Michael's test results, we can clearly see that Michael must have gone through some sort of unhuman transformation. I mean, this is clearly not possible, as the facial structure cannot form into these shapes. It's honestly fascinating. We will be sending Michael to the intensive care unit once the side effects have worn off. But for now, Michael is in what we call stage 17 of the medication.
In 1977, researchers at the Institute of Medical Advancement were trying to create a new drug that could be used to heighten or enhance how people experience different emotions. Scientists at IMA began researching different experimental treatments that could be used to help people who are dealing with loss of emotion. Fog of the mind, lack of feeling, and less than emotional well-being were all the central focus of the IMA. By 1982, a new medicine was created called Thalasin, which allowed users to re-experience basic human emotions with potent results. Patients who used Thalasin reported feeling things like happiness, sadness, fear, anger, joy, and a more peaceful mind in some instances. The researchers at IMA were excited about the findings and decided to go a step further by creating Thalasin Plus, which allows patients to experience emotions beyond those naturally occurring within humans. These new emotions were much more intense than before, leading to some interesting findings. A few years later, an independent researcher under the alias The Nautilus created a new version called Thalasin Ultra. This medicine, not recognized by the medical or scientific community, was deemed too dangerous to be used by the general public. Testing was done in secrecy, and the findings were then shown to the public via the internet in viral videos. Each emotion was given a very specific yet alien name, since the emotions could not be explained in full. From there, he went on to create an even more dangerous drug called Thalasin Platinum, which allowed for even more intense emotions that tended to leave patients in a very disturbed state. Several years have passed, and word of the Nautilus having resurfaced has led the media into an outrage. Protests against the violent pill known as Thalasin also led to the dismantling of the IMA. News outlets have let slip that researchers and scientists from that organization did not know the rogue researcher, nor did they align with his medical research. In 1999, news hit the airwaves that the building of the IMA was recently tagged with a red spray paint, with the only words seen on the building being red.
Shrinstorance, Thrandrish, Orlishness, Forkinage, Grelander, Fomoldisness, Pores, Unzidleness, Crackerance, Glade, Salandriousness, Croydon. Mauritianess, Flasiord, Reed Lancet, Blottishness, Tordelging, Caraponidy, Creoche, Belomiounceness, Bystane, Craftian, Thrasmane, Domientness, Seardage, Renomythness, Zeriont, Sandriusness, Candiriant, Jassersane, Wilbiness, Dankalane, Diswange, Norcility, Fin, Pretanel, Torkin, Danch, Dimocret, Smantachness, Endisquince, Grenoliousness, Pendoer, Havel, Theardians, Larmiousness, Flaument, Schlieb.
This is not easy to talk about. Honestly, I didn't even think that I was going to want to talk about this because of what happened. I prefer to remain anonymous, if I can, but I will let you know that I used to be part of the IMA, the Institute for Medical Advancement, the same research company that created Thalasin. Not just Thalasin, though. Thalasin Plus, Ultra, Platinum, Red, and the newest pill, Black. It started in the 70s when a grant was approved to create a medicine, a pill that could help people feel their emotions again. You know, just kind of re-experience emotions that they had not experienced for quite some time, and feelings like happiness and sadness and anger and fear. It was an interesting thing to make, but they made it. We made it. But that wasn't enough. After the medicine was approved, they wanted to create some sort of medicine called Thalasin Plus. But for this one, we needed more research subjects. I mean, in the beginning, there was research subjects, too. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to remember this, but the research subjects, they didn't survive. And even though that was a thing, they decided to put Thalasin Plus onto the market. It was only after a public outcry that the IMA was forced to shut down the program. No more grants came through. No more funding. Just, you know. But that didn't stop them. As if they were spies, they decided to keep going with it, and Thalasin Ultra was formed. People even decided to, you know, they wanted to be research subjects. They wanted to be test subjects. They wanted to be part of it. And that I didn't understand. I just didn't get it. But they did it anyway. So sad. And even though public outcry and people got arrested, it didn't matter because someone went in and kept making more until they were finally arrested. And that's where we are now. After Ultra, Platinum, Red, and then finally Black, the latest pill, the person was finally apprehended and taken away. I can't believe it took so long for them to finally find him. But they did. I don't even know who the person was. I was part of the division, but I was in a different sector. And I'm not happy about it. If anything, I'm quite ashamed. So, if anyone out there hears this, if anyone out there is listening, we're so sorry. We're so very sorry. The IMA should have been taken down long ago.
Malnecessity, pre-statal, phasm, dystorphilication, wedlands, curfishness, yondend, multon, otaxity, marriageness, unerkeelsness, reloigent, phage, oniner, codefluence, inequity, voifus, Rospolisness, Yatium, Quibrate, Dopendalness, Untherniasness, Creolority, Birthrising, Chaperlinity, Noagent, Agrish, Exparsed, Respondness, Trana, Zimming, Prastilgarity, Quithonens. Enemish, Yodens, Onder, Fidum, Selfiskness, Bredalness, Tistrification, Zorn, Flame, Durgeon, Curventness, Dawns, Strides, Colbescence, Reintility, Tortelging, Spraggish, Priscilly, Yeshinvu, Limolith, Curlflishness, Nerndogeness, Bilbrivity, Reflugnance, Rhine. Do you have trouble feeling emotions? Does the gloom and doom of everyday life have you feeling down? Well, worry no more. Here at the IMA, we've been working hard on developing a new medicine for this exact issue, and we're proud to announce our latest breakthrough, Thalasin X. With Thalasin X, your body will unlock the potential to feel emotions that go beyond what humans are normally capable of, including, but not limited to, Finth, Triungent, Taunt, Monosensity, Dolmientness, Onin, University, Bartle, Runite, Tuon, Willfulness. Revernomethness, Extrandratory, Dernmanity, Reclanix, Represdrafication, Trosoplity, Dysplordusness, Plasmate, Limperness, Rothlet, Drosplace, Lermians, Boson, Ursper, plasmatasm, Uranius.